not right to do your
Is it
partner like that,
fun
man.
though?
I know it's not, but I
Yeah,
mean, I'm just saying, man, it's all the way live out here. I
yeah,
think one reason too it's not even just like the whole metric system, right? I think it's to your point that you always tell me all the time. We experience these things to remember who we are. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
Like why we came here to experience what we came to experience. So if you just get what you want, or get your authenticity before you go through, or before you grow through those, levels to this, like what do you really experience? Does your soul even, what I'm saying, get to fulfill everything that it came here to fulfill if you just instantaneously get it? I don't think so. And then
I
yeah,
mean,
even if you did, like, would you even know that that's what you're supposed to experience? Like, and would you not? And I'm not gonna say appreciate, because that's a whole different show. But would you
yeah.
even like come to the realization that that's you if you just bam, first time out the gate, first time out off the rip, first person that I date, oh my god, this is, the person is for me. I just, yeah, I don't think it's designed like that. Because
it's
even them
not.
people,
It's just
but
not
even,
fun. That's
yeah,
what I'm
it's
saying.
it's it's really not. It's really
Not
not.
fun.
But you know what though? I'm not gonna say that it's fun, but I do kind of like take a whole lot of like just rest and like solace in the fact that I did experience the things that I did experience, if that makes sense. Like they sucked ass. And like I tell you all the time, the last one I literally gave up a mushroom. I gave up a life. I did say we ain't gonna talk about it, but I had to burn. Yeah, I only got 8 lives left. But
Wow.
I had to, yeah. Anyway, but I wouldn't change that for the world, because now as I sit here and I kind of look back and I'm like, dang, you know what? Oh, okay. That was a lesson in that. Dang. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Eyes become a little bit more open. You know what I'm saying? Like they just the third eye be blinking, but now it'd be like beep, 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 beep. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But I think that's why we have to kind of go grow through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it ain't
Nikita. So
fun though. That's the only thing. Go ahead.
no, no. So it becomes beautiful. It's kind of like when we're talking about embracing. It's we all love feeling love and grateful and all those emotions, but you gotta also be grateful for the anger and the fear and just I don't even want to use the word,
Rejection.
yeah, and all that, and feel that because it's a part of the human experience. So I think that we label those things to be either bad or good. They're just there,
Mm.
and if you don't get carried away with it, you see what I'm saying? You just observe it and feel it, let it go, and be familiar with it. It's just a part of the human experience. You know what I'm saying? It's not this big thing that we make it out to be. It's just what it is. It's just anger. It's just fear. It's just love. It's just peace. You know?
Okay, what advice would you give to someone who is starting their self-love journey and don't know really where to start?
Man, it's a big one. Be willing to be by yourself in a
No,
healthy
can
way.
you explore that be by yourself, not just sitting there binge watching Netflix?
Yeah,
Like, what do you mean
yeah,
by be by
yeah,
yourself?
yeah,
Smoking.
yeah, yeah. What'd you say, Bree?
I said smoking. Well, you like, whoo, yes, I was by
Yeah,
myself. I got this
yeah,
whole to myself for sure.
yeah. Man, the first thing that I would tell anybody on this journey is learn how to meditate, learn how to be with them. I would start there because when you sit in a solid place and you just pay attention to your thoughts, just start paying attention to the way you're thinking. You know what I'm saying? Begin just to evaluate your thoughts and just be with yourself. Um, and then from that place, I would say, as you're learning to just be with yourself and allow your thoughts to be, kind of like we talked about on Friday, start recognizing who it is that's observing those thoughts. Because when you begin to separate your thoughts from your thinking, there's another part of you that you have to explore. You remember when I was telling you that, your arm is just a part of who you are, it's not the whole. Your thoughts are just a part of you, is not the whole. So when you begin to break all this stuff down and you find out who you really are, which is consciousness. You know what I'm saying? And you just observe. Just sit and observe. You see what I'm saying?
Can you kind of go into that a little bit deeper? Because like for me, I didn't know that I wasn't my thoughts. Like I thought my thoughts was who I was. So when you talk about, the observer or the watcher and all of that, can you kind of just break that down and go into like deep detail into that?
So it was like I think the example I gave you was, if you're at a park and you're just kind of just watching kids play at the park. You know what I'm saying? It's you sitting and you're watching. It's the same thing inside your head. You just sit and, like, if you're at a movie theater and you just watch your thoughts, and you have to ask yourself, well, who's watching the thoughts? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we never ask ourselves that. Who's the one that's hearing? Who's the one that's seeing? Who's seeing out of this body? And so those are the things that we don't ask ourselves. And when you begin to ask those questions, then you have to get intimate with that part of you. That's the divine. That's the consciousness. Scientifically, they have not, they cannot put the conscious with any part of the body or the mind. They don't know where that comes from, and they never will. It's not associated with the heart. It just is. That's God. That's the divine. That's source. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
And He's in us.
Yep.
Absolutely. And so when you begin to understand that the most powerful thing that He did give you was your mind to create, and that you can take a thought and grab it and manipulate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And be able to do that at free will. That's when you're working your magic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why marketing companies and all these people, that's why they're constantly marketing to our mind. Mm-hmm. That's it. Because without mind, nothing matters. No pun intended.
Yeah. But because I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, majority of the people on this earth, they pray to the God outside of them.
Yeah.
Like, can you talk more into, like, because I think you touched on it, but just kind of talk more into, like, going inward and, like, fellowshipping with the God inside of you?
Absolutely. So it's like, Source He is the electricity for everything. He lights up everything from the smallest thing to the grandest thing. You know what I'm saying? He is all, but not all is Him. So we all have this creator, right? That's powerful. And when you realize as an individual that you come from that and that you're powered by that, who in the hell has any right to govern that for you? You can begin to choose what kind of mate you want and create it in your mind and expect it to happen. You can begin to create certain things, whatever the hell you want, man. Because you understand that this is not for one person. This is for us all to do this shit, man, to work this magic together. Because that's what it is. It's magic. It's beautiful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think people fear it though? Because like a lot of people, and I myself included, because like doubt will creep in, and I have to be the observer of that and hurry up and be like, well, like don't sow that in your subconscious, Jabri. But why do you think people fear it? Because I've ran into people here, like not here recently, but I want to say like in past 8, 9, 10 months, and you get to start talking about like you choose the life that you want, and I choose the partner that I want. I choose the type of experience that I want, and they get to, that's not the way that it was designed, and you didn't sign up for this. Like, what are you talking about? Like, people actually, like, they fear what they don't understand, number one, and then they don't even try to seek to understand it when you actually talk about it. So why do you think people it takes, I don't know, a lot for them to wrap their mind around you can manipulate your reality?
Because it's a lot. Because think about this.
Is it though? Because it's not.
No, I mean, but check it out, man. If you've been on the planet for as long as I have, man, and let's say, at my age, I decided I'm going to pivot because you told me, man, that I could do all this stuff. That stuff just don't go away. I've sold 55 years of the matrix in my brain. So it's become a program.
Yeah.
So what has happened now, I have to go to war with myself. It's not anything outside of me. It's all my belief systems that I have to fight against. Yeah. So I become my own worst enemy for a while. And so then you start treating people like shit because you feel like shit. Because you got to get rid of all this shit, right?
You got to pick it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So, man, I mean, this life is not for everybody, man. But when you go to war with yourself, man, on the other side is beautiful.
It is.
I can't tell you, man.
It is.
Man, I can't tell you, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I have not arrived, but I left, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm forever seeking. I would not put a period behind any sentence anymore. Well, Robin's not gonna like that because she taught grammar, but I just don't put periods behind anything, man. I mean, I'm open to everything, and now, especially with sexuality now. I mean, that was one of my things. I mean, it was just, as a man, you're taught, you just do certain things and that's it. When you start working with energy and shit, man, and you get into that cosmic orgasm shit, and you don't have to touch anybody, and you can just use your energy for your partner to have orgasm, and that's some shit. That's some shit. That's some real shit.
But you gotta pick out all of that limiting thoughts that have been spoon fed to us for the past forever.
Yeah, you gotta go to war, man.
Yeah, to get there. I definitely feel that because I don't feel like I've arrived, but I tell you, every day, to me, I'm getting a little step closer. Like, just a little step closer. And I've transformed from the looking at people to actually being like, okay, that may not be for me, but okay.
That's what's up. But you know what? What's also important, maybe before we get off, is to start sitting in, making your body, feeling your body the way that you want your future to be. Start seeing yourself with that mate, what you guys will be doing, where you would be going, but right here and right now. Whether it's whatever, if you guys are heading to Greece or whatever, sit in that shit right now, as if it's happening right now. And when you begin to, so when you begin to start bringing your mind down to your heart and you start feeling that shit and it becomes so real, you're gonna wake up one day and it's gonna be real, because now you become a magnet and you draw on that shit, right? So when you become a magnet, man, I mean, you don't know how the shit happens because it's magic. But when you align yourself with the laws and the truth, shit starts happening for you the way the exact way you want it to happen.
I love that.
I love that too.
I love
that. It's amazing.
So, last question before we get off, and because you touched on it a lot. So how can meditation be a practice of self-love?
Because you got to sit with yourself. You got to tell your body to stay like an animal. You have to sit with yourself, and only you can do that. Only you can make yourself do that. And when you understand the power that you have over this body and the power that you have over your mind and the power that you have over your thoughts, it's going to be worth it. So you got to put in the time. You got to start out. It's 2 minutes.